Hey everyone, this is Andrew Armstrong with the Movement Network, and I welcome you to this week's edition of God Stories. And I've got here with me a good friend of mine, Brandon Hull, who happens to be the children's pastor. Not only is he the children's pastor, but he's a really good friend of mine. In fact, I was just in his wedding because he just got married. Congratulations, there is a God,
yes,
isn't
yes.
it? It's real.
Yes, it's amazing.
It's amazing. So
I highly recommend it.
He highly recommends it.
Yes.
Could you pray for me?
Get married.
And so we want him to share with us a few things, and he's not talking about his marriage today, but he's going to share with you some things that God's been doing, has done in his life. As you know, this is about God's story. So Brandon, why don't you share with us something that's really been impactful in your life that God's done with you?
You know, I was just reading today. I picked up this book called Good Morning, Holy Spirit by Benny Hinn. And just reading the first couple chapters, I suddenly just got this hunger again to get to know the Holy Spirit again, just start talking to the Holy Spirit. It was just like the first couple chapters, he just said how he had this encounter with the Lord. It was 2 days before Christmas, and the Holy Spirit just came into his room and just was there with him. He said it was just the most incredible thing. The Holy Spirit was he would go through scriptures and ask the Holy Spirit questions, and the Holy Spirit would answer.
Wow. And
it was just like that. It was just 8 hours. He was just hold on. You know, that's crazy. The Lord's there if you're in your room 2 days before Christmas, and he's just talking to you and asking questions. And I just, I remember experiences that I've had with the Holy Spirit before, when I was a ministry school student.
Wow.
And I was just so hungry with the Lord where, I'd have times where I'm driving and during my job and just driving, and the Holy Spirit would just come into my car, and I would have to pull off on the side of the road because I would just be weeping.
Wow.
It's just, I just love those. And then I would just get surprised. It's not like I was doing anything special. I had this, Lord, I want to get closer to you. Holy Spirit, I want to get to know you more. And the Lord would just surprise me. He would just, I can remember one time when I was a student, I was going to a friend's house. And on the way to the friend's house, the Lord just came into my car. I had to pull over to the side again. And I just started weeping, and it was just like the Lord was just loving on me. And I was just thinking, man, I want to get to know the Holy Spirit more. I want to go deeper with the Holy Spirit. I had this crazy encounter with the Lord when I was about 19 with the Holy Spirit at a Benny Hinn crusade.
Wow.
And it was in real short. It was basically just. It was the last night of the conference, and I could just feel the Lord so strong in this place, and it was like nothing I'd ever felt before in my life. And I just started shaking. I was just shaking, and I could tell the Lord was delivering me stuff and just showing me how much He loved me and everybody else. And then all of a sudden, Benny Hinn called out. He said, "If any of you guys, the Lord is touching you, or He's healing you guys of anything, come downstairs." So I was on in a line to go on stage. I never made it. I was just 50 yards away. But while I'm there, people are praying for me, and I am just shaking uncontrollably. And he yells out fire, and it was like this electricity shoots through the building,
Wow.
picks me up, and lands me on the ground. And that happened 3 times.
Wow.
On the 3rd time, I felt like the Lord was standing above me. And it was just this authority,
Wow.
loving father figure person over my life. Just I'm here with you. And I didn't say that. Before that, I hadn't been sleeping or anything like that. After that, I started sleeping better and just knew who the Lord was in my life and what a great friend He was. And just thinking too, we hear all these people in the Bible that have all these incredible experiences, encounters with the Lord. That is for us. These people are right now as that great cloud of witnesses, looking at us, waiting to see what God is going to do with us. That's the promise of the new covenant.
Wow.
That we have something better since Jesus has died, and the Holy Spirit lives inside of us. So any of you guys that just want a deeper relationship with the Holy Spirit, want to get to know God more, want a deeper encounter, something real that's just going to change your life again and make you hungry, just ask Him for it. Just ask the Lord to just get to know Him more.
Yeah, just what Brandon said. That's such an incredible story. You notice this didn't happen to him when he was a children's pastor.
No.
This didn't happen. We're in the.
It provoked me.
We're
to
in the.
happen
We're
again.
actually we're in the children's room right now, and it didn't happen in his room. It happened as a 19-year-old who wasn't necessarily thinking this was going to happen in his life.
Yeah.
Did you? He was going through stuff. As Brandon's told the story to me before, and every time it's powerful. I just want to tell you something that whatever's going on right now, there's a lot of times, there's these ups and downs we sometimes experience. And in those down times, we almost feel like God's forgotten about us and he wouldn't want to do this in us. I'm going to tell you something. He's not forgotten. He's still standing there. And just like Benny Hinn's book says, Good Morning, Holy Spirit, he made a basically Good Morning is like saying, hey, well, this is our encouragement for this week. Why don't you just say, hey, again? Why don't I just say, hey, Lord, hey, Holy Spirit? So even as you're watching, just say, hey, Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit.
And just see what he's going to start speaking to you. You're going to start feeling him. We can release peace to you right now. We say we bless you this week. We say God's going to encounter you. You're going to hear his voice. You're going to feel his love. And you're going to find out that he's been there the whole time, and he's going to set us free. Until next time, we love you guys. See ya.